I want to have a discussion about this Gucci Man Pooh Shiesty situation. Pooh Shiesty had just come home from jail. I mean, he had the world at his feet. I'm sorry. I mean, endless opportunities. And those opportunities wasn't enticing enough to stop him from doing what he did. He didn't have the foresight, man, or the foresight that he did have was filtered through his limited experiences, his upbringing and his emotions. And it cost him, man. It cost him possibly the entirety of his life. Man, that's so unfair. That's so unfair, man, because when I look at his father was in on it. How do you expect a kid, a young man, to manage himself and be productive in his life when, he started off behind the 8-ball? I don't respect that, man. He didn't have a chance at life. Think about it. Think about it, man. This man had multiple multi-million-dollar deals set up for him. And the potential for more multi-million-dollar deals was endless. And that wasn't enough to stop him from bringing the streets, or what he'd learned in the streets, into business. He didn't think that there was no other way that he could handle that situation outside of the way that he did. Because if he knew better, he genuinely would have did better. But for those vouching for this type of behavior, man, y'all got to get it together, man. Y'all need to grow up. Grow up, or you're going to end up in the same situation that Pooh Shiesty is in. If Pooh Shiesty could get a do-over, I guarantee you that he would probably change his method. But it's over with now, man. He can't get a do-over. And it's unfair to him. It's unfair to those other young brothers in the room because they didn't have any guidance around him, man. Nobody to stop him and say, listen, man, no, don't do that. This man was the breadwinner. You let the breadwinner go in there and hang yourself. You know what I mean? You didn't love him enough just to keep him from doing it, but I mean, the bread wasn't motivation enough. I don't respect it, man. I do not respect it, and we don't vouch for this type of behavior. And I wish like heck that guy could get a do-over, man. With the right information this time. We doing life wrong. We doing life backwards, yo. He wasn't prepared by his father and his mother. I listened to the conversations. You know what I mean? So it really, frustrate me because we see it all too often. And then I look over and I watch the way that Gucci conducted himself. And I have so much, everybody know how much respect that I have for that brother. I have respect for him because he's made a transition that's tough to make. It's tough, man, to leave the area that you're the most comfortable in. It's tough to change your behavior. It's tough to change your thinking. It's tough to change your actions. It's tough to change your people and your places and your things, man. It's tough. But he did it. And he deserve all the respect in the world, man, because we know it's tough. You know what I mean? But that's not the sentiment. People are saying that he should have kept it in the streets because of the music that he put out. They say you can't put out music like that and talk that gangster talk. Excuse me, and not stand on it. And listen, this is what I need y'all to understand. Gucci Man's music was a reflection of his upbringing. I mean, you make it out of the streets. What else are you gonna rap about? What other experiences do you have outside of what you encounter in the trench? So he rapped about that. But when he got a chance to see more about what life was really about, he put away childish ways, which is hard to do, man. It's hard to do, but he did it. And that isn't respected enough. Because see, in our culture, growth is intimidating. When people see you growing, man, they take your head off. They take your head off, man, for growth. Growth is not something that's accepted. People would rather see you die than to see you evolve. It takes a true master, man, to maneuver that environment and come out and thrive. It's hard enough to survive. So I just want to pay homage to Gucci Man for what he's been able to accomplish. You know what I mean? He made the music because that's all that he knew. But once he put away childish ways, he said, you know what? I ain't standing on that no more. Y'all want this man to throw his life away. He got a kid, a family, millions and millions of dollars. Right? And he was that young boy at one point in time. Now you say, okay, well, if he was that young boy at one point in time, why wouldn't he just drop the charges? Drop the charges and lose 20 to $50 million? You know what I mean? No, you can't do that. And then there's so many other things that's at play that I don't want to discuss. But I mean, he didn't have a choice. Man, I would rather him go to the police than kill that young brother or send somebody at him. You know what I mean? I would rather Pooh Shiesty spend some time in jail than to die. Now I wish like heck it didn't happen, but it has. We got to do a better job, man, at conveying the right messages. These young boys ain't really got an idea. So this message is to the young boys first. You got to smarten up, man. Look around you, man, and just examine, analyze. Watch your friends' friends, or watch people at a distance. Watch the trouble that they get into. And a wise man can learn from the mistakes of others. You can't make all of the mistakes yourself. You have to learn from your mistakes and the mistakes of others, or you're going to end up in the same situation as Pooh Shiesty. We don't want that, man. You want to be able to raise your kid. You want to be able to love on your girl, not spend the remainder of your life talking fantasy to a bunch of men. You got to do it, man, and realize that when you engage in this undertaking, it's tough. You're going to constantly be persuaded by those that don't want to see you evolve to step back into your old routines. So you got to be able to distance yourself from that completely. Because if you don't distance yourself from the people, the places, and the things, they're going to trip you up. Remember, your progress is a threat to them. This is to my young boys. You have to be fully devoted. You can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, man. They're going to catch you. I'm telling you, because when you're in the streets, you have to be fully in the streets, full focus. Your instincts, your intuition, and your intellect has to all come together. Or you ain't going to make it from out there. I'm telling you this. And for the old heads, man, this paying homage to these young boys, man, you need to grow up. And if you haven't made the transition yet, don't beat yourself up. It's one step in front of the next. That's how you knock it down. One step in front of the next. I don't care how small the progress is. Progress is progress. The effort it takes to make progress is progress. Again, man, we need to get out and try to mentor these young boys, and we can't do it the traditional way because they're stubborn. They think that they know it all. And we're up against a multi-trillion-dollar machine that's constantly feeding them the worst of the worst of the worst. Ain't nothing solid about this situation, man. Again, I wish that we can reverse time and Pooh Shiesty decide a totally different approach. A gifted young brother, man, that would never get a chance to really show himself because of a bad decision. But I want to go back to it, man. What choice did he really have? His father was right there with him. His father was right there with him, man. I heard about his upbringing. He didn't have a chance, y'all, and that's the fate of so many young people in our society. And what are we doing? It's too good of a place, man, for us to continue to allow this to happen. You know what I mean? We got to get to the point where when people transition in the culture, we pay homage to them because we understand how hard it is. And if you don't know how hard it is, start your mission tomorrow. Decide not to do the things that you used to do that led to you walking a path that you know you shouldn't be on. Just do the opposite. No robbing, no scheming, no gossiping, no plotting, no riding. Just self-reflection and commitment to self-development, right? Eating right. You know what I mean? Just doing whatever it is, whatever it takes to be the very best you. And then that looks different to everybody, man. I'm interested to hear what y'all got to say about this specific topic. I started full. I'm empty for now. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all next time.